So I just wanted to make this video because at the moment I am currently living a life of freedom in Bali, and it's something I never expected would ever happen. And I put it all down to drinking. I'd say drinking from the ages of 16 up until the ages of 30 basically just stole so many fucking years away from me. The drinking, the drugs, spending all the money, the fucking up the jobs, letting myself down. Like, it all just compounded, and I don't know, it just left me at this point where I turned 30, and it's like a bit of a milestone, isn't it? Like, when you get to 30, it's like, ooh, I should be successful, I should have this car, I should have this house, I should be married, even though personally I don't want to get married. But it's just a fucking weird one, isn't it? Excuse my hair, because I haven't actually got a hairdryer because I didn't bring a plug. So I can't do my hair, which is a bit of a shame. But anyway, back to the story. People have got this concept that if you don't wake up in the morning and reach for the beer, hide alcohol from people, that you're not an alcoholic and you don't have a problem. And this couldn't be further from the truth. So there's a problem where people are in this like middle lane where they drink and they take drugs, and they might only do this once or twice a month, but that once or twice a month causes so much damage to your overall mental health, your compounding progress in life. People just think that that it's acceptable. They just think they can just go out now and again, get smashed, and it won't affect them. But when you look at it on the time horizon of like 10, 15 years, if you're getting smashed once a month every year for 15 years, then there's going to be a point where you say to yourself like, okay, well, I'm doing really well for 3 weeks of the month, and then I'm going out and getting smashed. I'm arguing with my missus, that's causing a massive argument, which bleeds into next week, which could potentially split us up, which could potentially lead me not progressing in my job. Then it's going to take like 2-3 weeks to settle, and it just like rolls on over and over and over. And what I found is, now I don't drink, I don't really get any bad days. Obviously, I know myself that I get a bad day. Like, if I wake up and I'm tired, I actually feel hungover, which is quite strange. Like, if I get less than 7 hours of sleep, I'll wake up in the morning and I'll think, oh, fucking hell, like, I'm fucked. Like, and I used to think that about a come down or a hangover. So that just goes to show, like, the levels of people who go out and then the levels of people who don't. They get way more shit done. And there's just no surprise that the most successful people in the world don't drink. Now, don't get this confused with people who do drink. Now they are successful. That's a completely different other story. I bet you, to get to where they got, they didn't actually drink. They were probably dedicated to their craft. They probably stayed in on the weekends. They probably didn't date around, didn't sleep around. They just focused, laser pinpoint on the task they needed to get done. They did it, and as a result they got to where they were. And that is a reason why a lot of people with a lot of money have too much choice, too much freedom, and then they get problems then on because they've achieved the money and they realize it hasn't made them happy, and they've got all this free time and they can just basically do what they want. And money is an amplifier. Wherever you are, money will amplify that. So if you're a raging drug addict or a raging alcoholic and you get loads of money and you get loads of free time, and it doesn't matter if you waste a weekend or it doesn't matter if you waste £1,000, then you're going to go off the rails. So I just wanted to make the point that just because you don't wake up in the mornings and neck a can of beer or hide fucking wine bottles from your missus doesn't mean that you don't have an alcohol problem. You can have an alcohol problem, but that problem can be just having 1 pint, which then leads to another pint, which will lead to cocaine, then you have a big problem. So there's no, I'm worse than this guy, or I don't have as much problem as that guy over there. It is literally, if you're going out and you are ruining your momentum, and as a result you can't trust yourself because you're not consistent, then I seriously suggest that you stop drinking alcohol.